Alright everyone, here is part 1 of the Iris Adventures. Please remember that this is just going to be an overview miniseries. It won't go into in-depth, but it will give you enough details into her backstory and some things that will be happening in the future. So make sure you pay very close attention, because some minor details might give you a hint to how far this whole series will actually go. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Welcome to the Village of the Dragons, a small village frozen in time in the northern part of the Unova region. The closest modern city is Absolute City and the Dragon-type gym. In this village, you can see that dragon Pokemon and people live side by side, in harmony. The Dragon-type Pokemon are revered for their power with this village in particularly, even erecting statues to the legendary Reshiram and Zekrom in the center of town. In this village, the village elder is the leader, and is the one who assigns Dragon-type Pokemon to their human partners when they come of age. She has been doing this for many years, and has always made the right call when assigning Dragon Pokemon to their humans. Dragon Pokemon are very hard to raise, and her judgment is critical to make sure the bond is correct. But in this village, there is a special event that happens every few generations. A special egg will be born that is unlike no other egg. Most Pokemon eggs will hatch after exposure to other Pokemon and humans, but not this one. It lies dormant, waiting for the right trainer to be bonded with. Many years later. This young girl is Iris. Unfortunately, she was orphaned at a young age. Due to the trauma of the experience, she spent much of her adolescent years unable to speak. Luckily, the gym leader of Absolute City, Drayden, stepped in to help raise Iris and give her the love and support she needed. Due to Iris's inability to speak, she was often shunned by children of the same age. Even when entering school, Iris was still ignored and made fun of, causing her many days of tears and loneliness. Because of this, Iris sought comfort in the one thing she could always rely on: Pokemon. Due to the abundant amount of time Iris spent with them, she came to understand Pokemon, their hearts, their feelings, in ways not many are able to. But in time, Iris did develop the ability to speak due to the love and support she had received from her adoptive grandfather, Drayden, and the village elder on occasion when they would visit the village of the dragons with Drayden. When Iris was 8 years old, she moved to the village of the dragons permanently, due to the responsibilities of Drayden being the absolute gym leader becoming more demanding. Being in this rural environment, Iris spent a lot of time with the dragon-type Pokemon that roam the village, as well as the wild Pokemon that live outside the village. After about a year of being in the village, Iris was in the home of the village elder, when she notices an odd egg. Iris asks the elder about the egg. The elder tells Iris that that egg is very special. It is waiting for someone. Iris asks, "Who?" The elder responds, "I don't know. The egg will let us know when the person reveals themselves." Iris, amazed by this, just stares at the egg. Then, Iris hears it. Iris asks the elder, "Did you hear that?" The elder responds, "Hear what?" Iris says, "The sound. It sounded like a heartbeat." The elder says, "I didn't hear anything." Iris replies, "Maybe it was just my imagination." The elder just laughs it off. Maybe. But over the next 6 months, the same thing happens multiple times, till one day, while cleaning near the egg, Iris notices that it moves. She calls for the elder. When she tells the elder what happened, Iris is told that she is to leave the house and not to return until further notice. Upset, Iris complies and runs to the woods outside of the village where she has made friends with several Pokemon. But one in particular, a lonely drillbur, has become particularly close to her. A few days later, Drayden has arrived to the village. This surprises Iris, and she is curious to why he is here. Drayden greets Iris, but tells her that he has no time to talk to her. He is needed at the Elder's house. Iris is still under orders not to go, but decides to sneak in, as her being only 9, she is still unable to control herself. She enters through the roof and hangs out in the rafters above the main room of the Elder's house. Iris can hear Drayden and the Elder speaking, so she moves closer to try and hear what they are saying. It is about the egg, and Iris hears Drayden protest. No, this can't be right. The Elder tells Drayden she witnessed it herself, and she reiterates, Drayden, you know that every generation in our village, the next village elder is chosen, not by the current elder, but by the chosen Pokemon. I have had this egg in my care for over 10 years now, and it has been dormant the whole time. Then all of a sudden, it starts to respond when Iris and it come in contact. That is no coincidence. Drayden says, but she's not ready. After all she's been through, she can't handle that type of responsibility. The Elder responds, it's because of her experience that she is the chosen one. Just as she says that, you hear a creak. Then Iris comes crashing through the ceiling and into the conversation. Iris just looks at Drayden and the Elder. After they clean up the mess Iris made, the Elder and Drayden sit her down and have a conversation with her. The Elder tells Iris she apologizes for all the secrecy, but this matter is very sensitive, and she had to be sure. They explain to Iris about the Pokemon and the custom of the village. Drayden also states that the Pokemon inside the egg has a very special destiny, as well as the trainer it chooses. Every generation, it's different. But it is believed in the village that the chosen Pokemon and the village leader are destined to have a great role in some future events. Iris responds, well, how do you know that it's me? Drayden turns to the Elder. Yeah, how do we know? The Elder presents Iris with the egg. She asks Iris, do you hear the heartbeat you heard before? Iris listens for what seems like an eternity, but nothing. Drayden responds, see, I told you. She isn't the chosen one. But the Elder points, look. It's subtle, but the egg shook ever so slightly. This settles it, says the Elder. She turns to Drayden. You can no longer deny the truth. Drayden relents. I accept your judgment, Elder. Then tells Iris, no matter what happens, you will need to stay true to yourself. Your ideals and truths will always be challenged. You must never falter. Stay true to yourself. Then Drayden takes his leave, without another word. Iris turns to the Elder. Now what do I do? The Elder presents Iris with the egg. Take this, care for it, cherish it. One day, it'll hatch into a powerful partner that'll help you in your life's journeys. Iris takes the egg and does what the Elder tells her. Over the course of the next few months, on the suggestion of the Elder, Iris keeps the egg near her at all times. But Iris still spends her days playing with the wild Pokemon outside of the village. Then comes the day of Iris' 10th birthday. She is given the opportunity to become a Pokemon trainer and get a Pokemon license. Over the last 6 months, Iris has become quite the good trainer. You see, the Drillbur she had befriended has become her Pokemon, but it is her only Pokemon. The egg still hasn't hatched, and Iris doesn't understand why. After consulting with the village elder, she recommends Iris travel to see Drayden. She is now 10 years old and has a trainer's license, so she is of age to travel with Pokemon. Iris takes the elder up on this offer and heads out with the egg and her Drillbur. It does take a few weeks to get to Absolute City by foot. Along the way, Iris has several battles, and as a result, her Drillbur evolves into Excadrill. This fires up Iris. She likes the progress she has made with Excadrill, and this motivates her to put in more effort to help the egg hatch. After a while, Iris arrives in Absolute City and heads for the gym. Upon arriving, she is greeted by Drayden. He is surprised to see her, but is also excited. After telling him everything about the egg and showing him Excadrill, Drayden suggests that they have a battle. Iris is a little taken back by this, but Drayden explains that external stimulation is good for the egg, and maybe an intense battle will be enough to get the egg to hatch. Upon this revelation, Iris agrees. Iris chooses Excadrill, and Drayden chooses Haxorus. The battle is very intense, and Iris notices that the egg does move, but only ever so slightly. As the battle reaches its climax, Excadrill ends up losing to Haxorus via Rock Smash. But even though the battle was harsh, the egg still hasn't hatched. This saddens Iris. She doesn't know what to do. She tried everything, but the egg still won't hatch. Then, Drayden approaches her and says, "Here." He hands her a Pokédex. Drayden says he got it from his friend Professor Juniper in preparation for this day. Iris asks him what he means. Drayden tells Iris she is now 10. It's time for her to become a true Pokemon trainer. She must do as he did in his youth. She needs to challenge the Pokemon League, and in doing so, she will discover who she truly is as a Pokemon trainer. And that's all we have for part 1 of the Iris Journeys. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for this backstory that I'm going to be giving for Iris? Do you like the direction that it's already heading? And how do you feel about Iris's journey so far? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, I just wanted to say thank you for your support. If you like the content that I'm providing, please don't forget to subscribe. And also, don't forget to leave a like, as it really helps out with the YouTube algorithm and helps my content get to a bigger audience to help the channel grow. I will see you in the next video.